Disclaimer: the following video is intended to spread the truth for informational and educational purposes only. It seeks to provide a broad understanding of the Israel-Palestine conflict and various perspectives surrounding it. The complexities of this issue are extensive, and this content may not cover every aspect comprehensively. In a world marked by division and conflict, one conflict stands out as among the most enduring and emotionally charged: the ongoing struggle between Israel and Palestine. This deeply entrenched dispute has gripped international attention for decades, captivating the world with its intricate history, impassioned narratives, and complex geopolitical implications. Today, we embark on a journey to delve into this multifaceted conflict, peeling back the layers to expose the heart of the matter and explore possible avenues for resolution. Welcome to Unveiling the Dark Truth: the conflict between Israel and Palestine. In a world where information is power, it's critical to question the glaring bias that often permeates media coverage of the Israel-Palestine conflict. Why is the majority seemingly pro-Israel? Why is it that the only time mainstream media covers the conflict is when Palestine retaliates after decades of abuse? Is it because the narrative we've been exposed to has been carefully crafted, or is it a product of complex political and economic influences? As we journey through this exploration, let's challenge the status quo. Let's ask ourselves why the suffering of one group is sometimes overshadowed while the suffering of another is given center stage. By questioning the media's role in shaping our perceptions, we open the door to a more nuanced understanding of this deeply intricate conflict. It's not just about what we see, it's about what we're missing. The search for truth demands we go beyond headlines and sound bites, delving deeper to unveil the layers of bias that have obscured a comprehensive perspective on this enduring struggle. Before we dive in, we need to understand that this conflict has not just started in the past couple of weeks, but has continued for decades and decades, even before you were born. Our journey begins with a crucial exploration of the historical origins of the Israel-Palestine conflict. To comprehend the present, we must understand the past. Before the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, the land was home to a diverse population of Palestinians, Arabs, and Jews, each with their own unique history, culture, and connection to the land. It was a land of peace, a land of acceptance, and land for all who were accepted as Palestinians no matter their religion. The 20th century brought about significant changes to this region. The conflict is deeply rooted in events such as the Balfour Declaration, the British Mandate, and the United Nations Partition Plan. These historical factors led to a convergence of national aspirations and territorial disputes. For more information about these historical events, in the description will be a short summary explaining these events as we dive further in the dark truth. As tensions escalated, the catastrophe known as the Nakba unfolded, resulting in the forced displacement and exile of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. The Nakba represents a pivotal moment in the conflict, as it left a deep scar on Palestinian society and laid the foundation for the decades of strife that followed. The early conflicts, such as the Arab-Israeli War of 1948 and the Six-Day War of 1967, further complicated the situation. To truly grasp the roots of this enduring conflict, we must acknowledge the significance of these events and the resulting consequences for both Israelis and Palestinians. This historical information was aimed to provide a comprehensive understanding of the historical origins of the Israel-Palestine conflict, recognizing the complexity of this historical narrative and its deep-seated impact on the present. Join us as we delve deeper into the layers of history to uncover the truth behind the ongoing struggle. As we shift our focus from historical events to the human stories that define the Israel-Palestine conflict. Beyond the headlines and political discussions, it's crucial to remember that real lives are profoundly impacted by this ongoing struggle. While the history shapes the context, it is the people who breathe life into this multifaceted story. Their stories serve as a reminder that in the heart of adversity, individuals strive for normalcy, for education, for healthcare, and, above all, for a future free from the constraints of conflict. The Israel-Palestine conflict has taken a heavy toll in terms of lives lost on both sides. This tragic reality underscores the profound human cost of the ongoing struggle. On the Palestinian side, generations have borne witness to the loss of loved ones due to violence, displacement, and the harsh conditions in the occupied territories. Palestinian civilians, including men, women, and especially children, which make up 50% of the population in Palestine, have endured suffering and tragedy for decades. Whether as a result of military actions, clashes, or other consequences of the conflict, these losses have left deep scars within Palestinian communities. The pain of grieving families and the trauma experienced by Palestinian children cannot be understated. On the Israeli side, the conflict has also claimed lives. Although the media portrays those who want to free Palestine as pro-violence, the truth is that they don't advocate the loss of life on the Israeli side, as families too have been destroyed by the Hamas. The majority of Palestine are Muslim, and the religion of Islam condemns the killing of any man, woman, or children in conflict must be resolved peacefully. Furthermore, the religion of Judaism is peaceful, and those who are killing are not Jews but Zionists who want power and land. As we continue our quest for truth, delving into a pivotal aspect that shapes the perception of the Israel-Palestine conflict, the media's influence. As we unveil the dark truth, we expose the significant impact that media narratives, bias, and sensationalism have on public understanding. By examining the power of images, narratives, and the emergence of alternative media, we shed light on how the media shapes the discourse surrounding this deeply complex and emotionally charged issue. We will highlight the urgent need for media literacy and critical assessment of the information we consume, enabling us to engage with the conflict more thoughtfully and objectively. Let's unveil the media's role in framing the conflict. Through insightful interviews with media experts, analysts, and journalists, we expose the intricate mechanisms shaping news coverage. They reveal how media narratives can sometimes unintentionally perpetuate biases. In the image on the screen, you can see a picture from a video sent by the Israel Defense Forces to urge Gaza citizens to relocate immediately. How do the citizens in Gaza plan on seeing this message when the internet has been cut off for them? Furthermore, how are they supposed to leave Gaza when their transport is in pieces? The lack of decency shown by the IDF seems to surprise people when half of the Gazan population are innocent children. When Hamas retaliated against Israel after Israel had broken peace treaties countless times, the mainstream media portrayed Hamas as terrorists as they killed around 1,000 who were soldiers. Whereas as Israel kills over 7,000 residents of Gaza, with half of them being children, the media portrays Israel as relaxating. Why is the media only covering this conflict now when it goes both ways, but when it is only the IDF fighting, then it is not worth being covered in the media? All of the other conflicts in the world which are not covered, like the crisis in Kurdistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. It's here that we envision a future where both Israelis and Palestinians can coexist in harmony, security, and prosperity. The quest for peace has been a long-standing endeavor, with diplomats and leaders striving to find common ground. We unveil the tireless efforts made in the name of peace, shedding light on the complexities of the negotiation process. No matter what you believe, no life should be lost. Therefore, I urge everyone watching this to make a difference. You must advocate for peace around the world, help where you can, and most importantly, spread awareness. People deserve to know the truth. We cannot ignore things happening in the world, as we have nothing to worry about. We don't have to worry about not having food or water. We don't have to worry about losing loved ones from war. Just because a person is Jewish does not mean they advocate for innocent children dying, and just because a person is Muslim does not mean they advocate for terrorism. As we come to the end, we encourage you to share this journey, engage in informed discussions, and become part of the solution. Together, we can unveil a brighter future, one where peace and understanding prevail. Thank you for joining us on this quest for knowledge, empathy, and, ultimately, peace.